meditation, back from communication. It was a single conversation. Maybe just a little motivation. Maybe deep in meditation.
The Baltimore Ravens taking on the Tennessee Titans. Set for what should be a tussle here in England. The Ravens and Titans underway from London. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. The NFL's actively doing rush yards. Derrick Henry and trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. He'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Levis sets up the throw here. Flushed the catch made by the other way. Here it goes. And they get this right upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Great play to move the chains by Hopkins, who showed that he remains a great playmaker despite missing chunks of the last 2 seasons. Averaged almost 80 yards per game in 9 games last year.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Levis to throw it. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Here, look at this Baltimore defense. They were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 38-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 3. Levis from the gun. He gets this one to Burks. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. The Titans at 0-5. Just a dismal start to the year. And they come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. Losers of 5 straight.
And far be it from me to go ahead and go gloom and doom, right? If they fall down 7-0, 14-0, all of a sudden the cycle starts all over again. So the best way out of this for them, they need something to happen positive early in this game. That's a great way to help break this losing skid.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. The Titans at 0-5. Just a dismal start to the year. And they come in pretty desperate here for a win.
And think about this too, partner. We have not heard the dreaded vote of confidence yet from management. So when a team's 0-5, everyone starts wondering about their jobs. Will they still have one? That's coaches on down. They've got to find a way to throw that out of their minds and band together and play better football.
Now a 3rd and 6. Levis now off of play action. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Blankenship's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle in old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. Met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2nd and 10. Now Lamar changing the play. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And that'll make it 3rd down. You talk about this Titan defense. They've had their trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they are facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means it's going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 24-yard line. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. Back to the ground here, Mitchell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Tucker's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. They go play action. Here's Levis. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat. Brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football, like on a spring, and each guy that walks in that plays has to act like he's knocking the ball free. They want those instincts created. They want them to think about that all the time, and that's what they're trying to preach.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. On first down, they go back to Mitchell. 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 66 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. Shet. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Zay Flowers with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-3. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks. They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun to give to Spears.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Play action now. Levis flushed out right. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Back to throw, it's Levis. That one's taken in by Spears. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on first and 10. Running left, it's Henry. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. And Levis going to change the play. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Off the option, here's Henry. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Titans are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. On 2nd down, Jackson. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell.
Able to push his way through, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down.
Checks this one down, it's Mitchell.
Well, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Now it's Jackson.
That's another one complete to Mitchell.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Throwing is Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Jackson will throw again. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. An anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
One final shot before the half. Here's Levis. That's complete downfield to Okonkwo.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. We welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it is really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
82 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They get this to Beckham on the perimeter. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can draft anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
In motion, the tight end. He's got his man. It's Andrews. The 6 yards on the pickup, and he leads him with a 1st and goal.
Well, he does have one touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him first and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a second time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play.
They'll run with Mitchell.
And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there.
His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
Escapes the defender.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
And out across midfield down to the 45. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
1-yard gain brings up
2nd down, they go again with Henry.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Levis on 3rd down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And the ball is knocked out. And this will be gathered up in the end zone. And that's a defensive touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that cuts the lead to 24-17. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line.
And now off to the races down the right side.
And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
They go play action with Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. Touchdown. Zay Flowers. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Levis back to throw. Going to the right here and finding Burks.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Levis looking to throw.
And brought in downfield by Burks. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And Levis going back to the air.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Now Levis.
The Cockrell holds it. The ball comes out, and that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run it in, going option right.
Well, the ball's loose. Levis has it knocked free.
Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
They'll throw it again with Levis.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Henry.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Fourth down now after a loss of 2. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
Desperation time now. Here's Levis.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Patrick Queen.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Well, trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
114 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And Levis tosses his 3rd interception of the game. Kyle Hamilton picks it.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now to add the point after. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Ravens 45, Titans 17.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
And here's a give to Spears.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second.
Here's Levis.
At the 31-yard line.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Touchdown, Ravens.
Tucker now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Ravens 52, Titans 17.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. Stopped in his tracks and given a loss on that play by Patrick Queen.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Levis now off of play action. This will go to Henry out wide.
He stiff arms him and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal.
Well, they go play action. Here's Levis.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Now the Titans leaving the offense out there. They'll go for 2. The quarterback will keep it himself. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a 2nd and 10.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Well, Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest. They kind of performed.